Yo, what is up guys, SurgicalGoblin here and welcome to this new episode. In today's video, I'll play in the new challenge. It just started like 2 hours ago and they released the new card. Actually, they didn't release it yet, but they released the challenge to unlock the new card. And as you guys can see, it's the Barbarian Barrel draft challenge. So it is a draft challenge. So in today's episode, I will try to get to 12 wins. I will give some tips on how to draft. And I will start off the episode with opening this giant chest. So I would say let's just begin with opening the chest, guys. I'm not expecting anything really special, but you never know, of course. So we get one golem. We get Dart Goblin, we get Mean Horde, and Bomb Tower. Bomb Tower is not the best, but I'm actually happy with the Dart Goblin because I'm also requesting it right now in the clan. So I don't have any decks to show. It's just you start like a battle and then you will be able to pick your cards. So the first tip, how to draft. Always try to pick win condition. So in this case, either the Goblin Barrel or the Giant. I actually think the Giant is a better win condition. So either the Graveyard or the Night Witch. I actually really like the Night Witch behind tanks, so I will go for the Night Witch. Then the Barbarian Barrel or the Skeletons. I'll actually go for the Barbarian Barrel because I think it's actually a really good card. Like in some situations you can get a lot of value. It's not doing the knockback versus big units like a Giant, etc, etc. So I'm not expecting it to be like super meta card or something, but I do think it's a good card. So we start off with Valkyrie, Fireball, Executioner, Spear Goblins. And by the way, why I picked Inferno Tower over Bomb Tower, because Inferno Tower is like more of a counter to our Giant. So I don't really want to give him the one of the best counters possible. So I'll actually go with Valkyrie over here to kill 2 of his goblins. Then one of them will get 2 hits. But that's fine for me. So he has 1 archer there. And I think I'll actually support it. Wow, he actually has a P.E.K.K.A. I'll actually go with Giant. And I'll go with Night Witch in the other lane. And then by the time his P.E.K.K.A. is here, hopefully I will have enough for Inferno Tower. We do need to still have quite a bit of elixir. But the Giant is tank for the Night Witch. Night Witch is there. It's actually distracted by some skeletons. But the skeletons will go down. And his P.E.K.K.A. is actually going for our Giant. So that's super unfortunate. But the Night Witch is able to, I think, take down the tower even. Let's see. I think barely take down the tower. 95 HP left, so super good push on our part. And he does have the P.E.K.K.A, but right now we're already able to deal the damage. So let's actually go with a Barbarian Barrel for his Goblin Barrel. Yeah, for his Goblin Barrel. I actually missed one of the Goblins, so I decided to also drop my Spear Goblins, but it's not really a big deal. He also has a lock, so well played on his part. And we just need to, I think, Fireball his right side because we don't really have any small spells. And also the Barbarian Barrel isn't able to hit the tower actually. It does have ground tower damage, so I'm not sure why they added that. I guess when you take down the tower to deal damage to the King Tower, but I don't know why they did that. So I will go with the Giant in the back again. I do know that he has a P.E.K.K.A, but I just want to keep the pressure. And then if he has a counter attack, we can always go with Inferno Tower defensive. So there's his P.E.K.K.A. I think I'll actually go with the offensive Inferno Tower. I'm not sure if that's the right move to do, but I think that it could actually work, especially if he doesn't have a Zap. There you go. The P.E.K.K.A only gets 1 hit on the Giant, so I think that was a good offensive Inferno Tower actually, because the Giant is still alive, Night Witch is still alive, and we'll actually be able to deal some good damage. He actually calls good game. I will send in the Barbarian Barrel, and then I will support the 1 Barbarian with some Spear Goblins behind it, just to have the 1 Barbarian tanking. Spear Goblins will get some chip damage, and I think that was actually a really good push as well. His Princess will get a good value. So he throws his barrel in the back. I guess he already kind of gave up, but he puts his P.E.K.K.A in this lane. I will go with Giant in the other lane. I know that I just have to Fireball the tower, but I just want to keep the pressure. He actually goes with a Bomb Tower and Skeleton, so he's still trying to defend the right side tower, but he knows that we have a Fireball. I mean, I already showed it. So he goes with the archers behind the P.E.K.K.A. I will go with my Spear Goblins. I will go with my Executioner. And I think I'll actually go, yeah, I will go with my Barbarian Barrel. Let's see if he will go with something else. Looks like we actually counter the push perfect. I will go with a Giant behind or in front of this. We will keep the Fireball for the right side. I'll actually go with a Night Witch behind it as well. He can drop his P.E.K.K.A, I think, but he doesn't have enough time to deal to take down our tower. So we actually win this game with a 2 crown. Really nice, taking down the left side tower and then fireballing down the right side tower. So let's actually give him the good game. Let's give him the well played and let's give him a thumbs up. So actually 9-1 in the challenge right now, and we need to win 3 more matches and then we unlock the card. We complete the challenge. So as you guys can see, 10 Barbarian Barrels. It is an epic card. I would expect it to be a rare card. Unfortunately, it's an epic card, but with 10 epic cards, I think you can already upgrade it to level 3. So let's search for another match, guys. I'm sorry if I'm commentating a little bit bad because it's still quite early here. Like, I just woke up and I decided to do it as soon as possible for you guys, just so I can give some tips on how to draft and show some gameplay. So in this case, I will actually pick the balloon because I think balloon is quite good behind the tank, and that way I gave him and the giant and the royal giant. Maybe that's a bad thing because it could end up like allowing him to build a big push, like a really strange and strong push. But I think we should be fine because we have the electro wizard, princess, and actually also the inferno tower, which will be really good versus his like 2 tanks. And him not having the inferno tower will be super good because we have the golem and then a balloon behind it. So he starts off with a giant in the back. I'll actually go with my inferno tower not too high, because if I drop it, for example, let's say here, I know that the giant will go to it, but he can just drop the royal giant to kind of snipe it, like from his side. So he does use his poison. He also has skeletons. I'll actually go with my electro wizard behind this, just to make sure the giant actually does die and the wizard won't get a hit on the inferno tower. So we actually countered that push pretty well, and I think he spent quite a lot of elixir because he spent 5 elixir on the giant, he spent 4 elixir on the poison. And I'll actually go with my golem. If he goes with a royal giant here, I might just ignore it, because of course the royal giant will most likely take the tower or bring it like really low. But I think because we have kind of like a really heavy beatdown deck, we kind of need to just make a push and don't really care about his units. Hopefully he doesn't have a main order or something, because then he can counter our push really well. But let's see what he has for our balloon. I'll actually put the balloon here. I think if I put it like this, it will actually... Oh no, he has 3 musketeers. That was a terrible balloon on my part. But the musketeers will be able to kill it, I think, before it hits the tower. Let's see. Yeah, there you go. They will be able to kill it. We do have a princess, so I think the princess should be able to finish it off with a lock. But it's still really unfortunate because we spent so much elixir on our push over there. Let's actually go with a lock over here, and I think that will kill all the musketeers. There you go. Princess with the lock will finish off the musketeers. Inferno tower doing the job again against the giant. Good poison on his part though. Hitting... Oh, he didn't hit the tower. He did hit the inferno tower and the princess. So still a good poison on his part. And let's see. We know that he has a royal giant. And 3 musketeers. 3 musketeers will be so annoying, guys. I think maybe a balloon or a golem and then balloon in the other lane. Not sure what to do right here. I will actually wait because I don't want to like allow him to build a big push. Let's see if he will go with a royal giant. Okay, there you go. There's his royal giant, and then this way we can actually try to counter attack a little bit. I'll go with my barbarian barrel, and then I will go with my princess. Barbarian barrel will knock back the wizard. So let's see. Wizard will be able to kill our electro wizard, and let's go with the golem right now. I'll have my inferno tower ready. He goes with his giant. I'll go with my inferno tower, and we need to watch out right now for his musketeers. I think, as I said, I will throw a balloon maybe in the left side lane when he throws his musketeers in the right side. But maybe it's a bad maybe it's a bad thought. I will actually go with my electro wizard to support it, and then maybe I will just graveyard them. Let's see. Actually, I will just graveyard right now. Let's see if he will throw his musketeers. I think he will be. There you go. There's his musketeers. Let's actually go with a balloon in the left side. Let's go with a barbarian barrel as well. I'm not sure if that's a good play. But look at the right side actually. Wow, I think we take down the right side. Yeah, we actually take down the right side. The wizard will be able to take down the right side. I'll actually lock the right side as well. But it's not needed because the time already ran out. So let's give him the good game. Let's give him the well played. And let's give him the thumbs up. Wow, what an interesting match. Actually really crazy match because he had royal giant. He had giant. 3 musketeers, wizard. But we were still able to make like a successful push. I don't know how. I guess the graveyard dealt a ton of damage. But let's actually collect 9k gold. And then we just need 2 more wins to unlock the barbarian barrel, guys. So as I said, make sure to always draft win conditions or cards you like. For example, in this case, it doesn't really matter if you're a really big like Goblin fan. It's strange because I'm like, my name is SurgicalGoblin, but in this case I'll actually pick the Ice Spirit because I think Ice Spirit can get so much value. Golem or Goblin Barrel, I think Golem because Golem is like a better win condition. Ice Wizard or Electro Wizard because he has kind of like a bait. And then actually Barbarian Barrel because he has Goblin Barrel, and Barbarian Barrel can actually counter it. It's an equal trade, so we don't take any damage, but we do end up having 1 Barbarian, so I think it's actually a good pick over there. So we kind of decided to go for a beatdown win condition, which is always important. I guess we also could have picked like the Goblin Barrel kind of a win condition, but I think Golem is more like consistent. So let's actually poison his princess over here. We don't have Barbarian Barrel and Cycle yet, but 1 more card and we have it. So let's actually cycle with Ice Spirit at the bridge, and then have Barbarian Barrel ready for his Goblin Barrel. So he has archers. Let's actually go with Electro Wizard in the back into the same lane, and let's see if he drops something. He goes with his Ice Wizard. I'll go with my Barbarians to the side, and then I will go with my Barbarian Barrel to counter his Goblin Barrel. And as you guys can see, Barbarian Barrel is actually quite a good card. He does have a Skeleton Barrel as well, and we will be able to counter the push, but we won't have any like counter, like a counter push. So we do take 1 damage from, or two hits from the archer, I think. There you go, let's see, 1, and oh, actually just 1 hit, so that's really nice. And I think we actually have the elixir advantage right here, because he spent so much elixir, and we didn't spend that much to counter it. I mean, we did spend quite a bit, because we also dropped the barbarians, but I think it's actually fine. Looks like he doesn't really have anything to counter to, or to respond to our golem, so he doesn't really rush the other lane or something like this. So let's see, he has the princess. Princess will be annoying to deal with, but I think I might be able to snipe it with spear goblins once it's locked on my golem. But I just want to make sure I have poison for his goblin. So I actually want to commit a lot of elixir right here. He will probably drop his goblins. There you go. And let's actually go with spear goblins to snipe his princess. He does have archers as well, so he has a lot of graveyard counters, but the golem is still alive. Skeletons are still there, and I think the arch is actually locked onto the golem. So as you guys can see, we're able to bring down the tower to, I think, 1000. There you go, 1029 HP, and the golemites are still alive, so that will be around like 800, I think. Maybe even more. Wow, let's see. The golemites are able to deal so much damage, bring down the tower to 658. And I'll actually go with my barbarian barrel over here to kill his, to hit his archer and to kill his princess. So let's see. And I'll try to time the electro wizard to hit all his goblins. Unfortunately, I didn't. That was a bad timing on my part. Let's have the ice spirit ready for his skeleton barrel, and let's actually go with a golem to tank it. So the ice spirit with the electro wizard and the tower will be able to finish off the skeletons. We have a golem tanking over there. I'll actually go with my graveyard as soon as I have the golem tanking. So the golem is tanking right now. I have poison, so I will poison over here. Maybe he will drop goblins as well. Looks like he doesn't, but it will still hit and the tower and the ice wizard and the executioner. So this will definitely be the tower, guys. The golem is locked on the tower. I don't think he has a tornado, so the death damage with the help of the golemites will be able to finish it off. I'll go with my spear goblins. I have barbarian barrel over here to kill his executioner, to kill his archers, or to damage the archers, I mean. Let's go with barbarians to surround his executioner. Let's go with Ewiz. Unfortunately, he dropped it in front, so I wasn't able to hit all the goblins. But it doesn't matter because it's good game anyways. So let's actually go with spear goblins to the side for the princess. Let's go with another barbarian barrel. And I actually really like the card. I think it's a really fun card. I don't think it will be used like that much in competitive, as I said before, because it doesn't knock back, for example, big units like a giant. And it's also quite expensive. Like, it's an equal trade on a goblin barrel, for example. But if you pick the lock, you will always get a positive elixir trade. So 11-1 in the challenge right now, guys. And let's hopefully go for the last match, which will end up unlocking the new card. So Bandit or Ice Wizard. I actually really like the Ice Wizard. I think I will go for Ice Wizard. Dart Goblin definitely. Especially if he doesn't have a spell. Dart Goblin can get so much value. In this case, I'll actually go for a Lava Hound and a Poison. Why Poison? Because he has a Wizard. And a Wizard dies to Poison if it stays like in the Poison all the time. And since we have quite a heavy like beatdown, like quite a heavy tank, I mean, the Lava Hound in this case, we can actually kill his Wizard with a Poison always. So let's actually go with the Lava Hound into his Royal Giant push. We also have guards, which will be nice to help kill the Royal Giant. And I will send the Dart Goblin first, and then I will go with guards on top of the Royal Giant. So let's see if he will support it with something. In case like he, for example, drops, I don't know, let's say he has a Mean Horde. I will of course poison it, but I first want to counter his Royal Giant. He actually does have a Mean Horde. Wow. I'll actually poison it, and then I will go with guards. He also drops his Wizard into the poison, so he has quite a lot of Lava Hound counters. Maybe it was better if we picked the Royal Giant, but in this case it was actually quite okay, because his units died. He also has Fire Spirits. Well, he has a lot of air counters, but he did spend all of them. So I think actually a Balloon at the bridge. Hopefully he doesn't have a Mega Mean or something, because he spent and his Wizard, his Mean Horde, Fire Spirits, Spear Goblins. So I'm expecting him to not have much for this Balloon, and looks like he doesn't have much indeed. So the Balloon will get one hit. We'll get a second hit. Oh no, not the second hit. He actually used the Lightning. So he has Lightning, Wizard, Lava Hound. Or no, not Lava Hound, excuse me. Mean Horde, Wizard, Lightning, Spear Goblins, Fire Spirits, Royal Giant. And then he also has the Lightning, of course, but he didn't show his other cards yet, as far as I know. So let's see what he will do right now. Maybe he will rush us again with the Royal Giant. I think the Ice Wizard is actually a good pick, because oh, he also has the Bandit. I gave him the Bandit. So there you go. There's his Bandit. Let's actually go with a Barbarian Barrel over here. Unfortunately, I missed his Bandit. That was bad. And the Barbarian will actually go back. So I will actually go with guards over here just to counter his push, because I don't want to lose the tower. The Lava Hound is still alive. He will maybe go with minions. There you go. There's his minions. I think I would not use the poison. I'd rather just go with a Dart Goblin. And maybe an Ice Spirit if needed. But this way I don't spend... Of course I will get damage, but this way I actually have a unit on the field. So I'll actually try to have a really good Ice Spirit over here, freezing all of them. Looks like it didn't. It actually died to the minions and the Goblin, but we did counter it quite well. We didn't take too much damage, but still quite a lot of damage. And he's able to split quite some damage on like both our towers. One side is down to 1294, and the other is down to 1700. So let's see if he will go for the left side again. There you go. There's his Royal Giant. Maybe a Bandit. Let's see. He actually goes with a Bandit in this lane. Well played on his part. I'll actually go with my Dart Goblin. And let's see, I'll actually go with a poison over here. I think that was a really good poison. Let's go with a Barbarian Barrel offensive, just trying to have one Barbarian there, tanking maybe for the pups and maybe deal some damage. He actually goes again with a Wizard. I'll have my Ice Spirit ready in case he goes with Mean Horde. There you go, there's the Mean Horde. So perfect Ice Spirit actually. And he does have Lightning, but I think Lightning does not enough. So we actually will be able to win this, I think, if we can stop his Royal Giant. I'll actually keep the pressure with a Lava Hound in the middle. I will go with Dart Goblin. He goes with a Lightning, but it's not enough. And I don't think he has a small spell. He actually does. He has arrows. I think I actually gave it to him. I kind of forgot it. But let's go with another Ice Wizard, guys. Dart Goblin is chipping away. We have the Lava Hound. We have the guards. We have the Lava Pups. 2 Ice Wizards, actually. Another set of guards. And I think this will definitely be maybe even 3 crown. There you go. 3 crown and 27 HP on the left side tower. So a really awesome episode in my opinion. Let's give him the good game. Let's give him the wall plate. And let's give him the thumbs up. So that's actually really clean. 4 wins, 0 losses in today's episode. And we will end of the episode I mean, with this Barbarian Barrel. So let's unlock it right now, and there you guys have it, 10 Barbarian Barrels unlocked. So that's really nice, of course. And let's actually get into the chest opening as well. So we get 11k gold, which is actually also nice. We get some Zappies, Musketeer, Bomb Tower, let's see, Heal Spell, Furnace, Mortar, and Goblin Gang. Unfortunately not a legendary. I think like 3 or 4 epics right now. Let's see, 5 mirrors, which is not bad actually, but mirror isn't the best epic which I could get. But I definitely shouldn't complain, because I think it was a really nice episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys are able to complete the Barbarian Barrel Draft Challenge and unlock the card, because I do think it's a really fun card to use. So let me know if you have any future episode suggestions. Let me know if you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to smack that like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, feel free to subscribe, and I will see you in one of my next videos. Bye guys.